Hey, how's it going? My name is Jeremy Langlois. I'm from Body Velocity Bootcamp, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can lose body fat, and I'm going to give you some simple points, some easy to follow points, and points that you can implement straight away into your lifestyle. So first thing, how to lose body fat, you need to be expending more energy than you consume. Alright, so throughout the day, throughout the week, you eat a certain amount of energy, you consume a certain amount of calories and kilojoules, and so really simply, you need to be expending more energy through exercise than what you're consuming. That's the simple fact of it all. You need to be moving more and eating less. Now, in terms of moving more, how should you expend your energy? I recommend at a high intensity work rate for up to 30 minutes. This has been proven to burn not only the most amount of calories during the session, but also after the session as well, thanks to an effect called the EPOC effect, EPOC for short, and excess post-exercise oxygen consumption for long. So basically what this means, when you work at a high intensity work rate for up to 30 minutes, so a short amount of time at a high intensity, you're going to be depleting your body of oxygen, and your body's going to be working overtime after the workout session to replenish itself and to get that back. Okay, so EPOC, short sharp sessions, working hard, you're going to be not only burning the most amount of energy through the session, but also for hours after the session as well. Alright, so keep those workouts short and sharp. What kind of food should you be consuming? So what kind of energy should you be consuming? Look, natural unprocessed foods, alright, natural foods, and the main source of energy for the body is carbohydrates. Now there are good carbohydrates, moderate carbohydrates, and bad carbohydrates. The bad carbohydrates that you need to be avoiding altogether is, I'm sure you can guess, the sweets, the sugars, all that kind of stuff. They're simple carbohydrates, which means that they come in your body, they give you a spike of energy, but not long after the energy is going to crash back down, and it's not going to give you any long-term benefits. So avoid those sugars and sweets altogether. Then you've got the moderate carbohydrate choices, which are things like your breads, rice, pastas, and cereals. Those are things that you can have, but in moderation. I say to have these if you're going to have them at the start of the day, because they are very high in carbohydrates, and so if you have them later on in the day, then your body is going to be consuming energy that it doesn't need. And when the body consumes energy that it doesn't need, it's going to store that energy, and when there's too much stored energy, it's basically going to become body fat. Alright, so avoid those moderate carbohydrate choices at night time, and if you're going to have them, the breads, rice, pasta, cereals, have them earlier in the day. That way you have the whole day to burn them off and to use them up as energy. And the best carbohydrates are your green leafy vegetables and your water-based fruits. Now those are things that you can have all throughout the day. They're a form of carbohydrates. They're going to give you energy, but they're not going to have the same effect in terms of, because they're not a huge amount of energy, they're not a huge amount of carbohydrate content, they're not going to have the same overflowing into body fat effect as the moderate choices would. Now on the bad choices of carbohydrates and the moderate choices of carbohydrates, I do recommend having cheat meals once a week, and I've actually just made a video on that as well. I'll try and put the link somewhere here, but you can have a cheat meal once a week, and that's a good thing for your results. I'll leave that information for that video. I'll share that with you there. But yeah, look, really simply again, my points today: you need to be expending more energy than you consume. You need to be working up to 30 minutes at a time, high intensity work rate. That way you're not only burning huge amount of calories in the session, but also after the session as well. And lastly, you need to be avoiding those bad carbohydrates and restricting those moderate carbohydrate choices, and having those best carbohydrate choices, and of course eating the natural unprocessed foods. And look, all that together is going to help you lose body fat and achieve a fitness and fat loss result. So that's what I recommend. Now thank you for watching. I'll put the link to that other video around here somewhere as well, whether it be on the screen or down below. But that's about the cheat meals and the benefits of cheat meals and how you should have your cheat meals. So make sure to have a look at that. Obviously plenty more videos on my YouTube channel, so have a look through that if you haven't already. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.